Hey, Starthouse here. Unfortunately, winter's over. It's time to get the mountain bikes out, but what are you gonna do with your ski boots before you put them away for the summer? Question we get a lot. So you can do nothing, and sometimes it works out, but the best thing to do is just a couple minutes of care for your boots before summer storage. The first thing we like to do is check nuts, bolts, hardware on the boots. You'd be surprised how many people come in here looking for buckles, this hardware bits. Always problematic in boots. So we're gonna take some tools, do some nuts and bolts checks on this kind of stuff. Just make sure they're snug. We're not torquing down lug nuts on a Chevy. That's a Phillips. Check these. So on and so forth. Through the buckles, you gotta look for the hidden screws under here. I'm getting all of these screws to turn about a quarter turn. So next year, if we catch this, your buckles won't fall off. Very important. You should fix problems in the spring before you go to get on the hill next year. You want to look at the toes and heels of the boot. It's probably pretty obvious that this toe is worn out. This is easily replaceable on this boot. And if you're unsure, you're gonna take some sort of flat edge, like a credit card, a business card, a driver's license, and you can set it on the boot where the boot interfaces the binding, and you'll see over here, we're not flat in here. So this boot would actually get failed by a binding tech if you were to take this boot in for a mount for a new ski next fall. So it's good to replace these. Performance wise, safety wise, you want to keep these bits in good shape. That's why they make these replaceable. So this is something else when you're doing your nuts and bolts check. It's good to flip the boot over and check these soles for wear. Now, most importantly, you want to keep the boot buckled throughout the summer. So that's as simple as you don't need to crank it down super tight. Just keep some buckles on there because plastic has a memory. And if you leave this boot unbuckled for the summer, these upper cuffs will be out like this, and it makes it harder to get wrapped around your foot in the beginning of next fall when you go skiing again. If you want the advanced lesson on this, and you really want to do yourself a favor, and you think you can pull this off, it helps to remove the liner from the boot and take some newspaper, and we're just going to shove that newspaper up into the toe box, nice and firm. And that's gonna keep the toe box nice and expanded so it can't relax in through the summer months. To get the boot, the liner back in the shell, you're going to make sure the tongue is inside, hold this closed a little bit, pinch in here. Be careful of your fingernails doing this. I like to push back on the footbed a little bit when I do this. And then again, as we said before, just some easy buckling. And then I'm gonna store these in a cool, dry place, not in the attic, in the desert. Too much heat for a boot. You can go one step further and put these in a box taped up. Mice love boot liners. They'll live in there and they'll be very happy for the summer, but you won't be when you go to put your feet in there next fall. That's what I got for you guys. Good luck, see you in the fall.